welcome back to another video in my channel. This is Christy over here. So in today's video, I really want to encourage you guys about trusting the process. So I just wanted to share the verse with you that says, Proverbs 3:5 that says, trust in the Lord with all your heart and lean not on your understanding. In all your ways submit to him and he will make your path straight. So I feel like a lot of times when God promises us something, promised us that it will give us something, a lot of times we are so excited at first. We're like, "Ooh, God is gonna do this, God is gonna do that. I'm excited to see how that's gonna go." But a lot of times, just like we saw in the Bible with Joseph, Anna, a lot of times there's a process with that. So I really wanted to tell you guys, I really wanted to encourage you guys to don't give up. Keep trusting the process. Keep going with it. Persevere. So in the Bible, we saw Joseph going through a lot before he got to the palace. So Joseph went to the pit, and then he went to prison, and then eventually he got to the palace. So there was a lot of hardships between that time when the promise was revealed to him to the time where he eventually made it to the palace. So this is for me to tell you that even though it's taking long, even though you're going through a lot of trials and tribulations right now between that process time, even though you're going through all of that, don't give up. God's word still holds true. God is not a man that shall lie. God is not a man that lies. His word holds true. His word will not go down to the ground. So when he tells you something, believe that he's gonna make it happen. We also saw Sarah, when he promised Sarah that she's gonna have a child for Abraham. And then years passed, Sarah never had a child. So what did Sarah do? Sarah did something that most of us would probably do. Sarah gave up on the process. She was like, you know what, Abraham, just go and have a child with Agar. So she kind of like gave up on the process. Because why? Because she was leaning on her own understanding, because she couldn't understand how God was going to make that happen for her. Like at the age that she was in, at the age she was, like she couldn't believe it. Like she was like, there's no way God is still gonna bring this promise to pass. And she started to doubt God's word. And maybe you're the same as Sarah. Maybe you're in a situation where you're like, there's no way God is gonna make this to come to pass. There's no way God is gonna eventually make this happen. Look what I'm going through right now. Look at my age. Look at this. Look at that. You're looking at all your human circumstances. You're looking at all these world or circumstance, all the things that can make you doubt that God is gonna do it. But if he tells you something, he's eventually gonna do it. There's nothing that's impossible for God. Nothing is impossible for him. We saw Hannah going through the process too, where she was barren and she couldn't have a child, and she was looking at others having children, and she kind of felt a type of way. She's like, God, she's like, she was still waiting on God. She's like, God, why not me? God, why do I have to go through all of that? And Anna, she really cried out to God. Anna, she prayed to God until God delivered the promise for her. So just like Anna did, Anna prayed to God, even though she made it appear a little crazy while she was praying. But just like Hannah did, let's do the same. Even though we don't understand, but let's rely on our Creator. Let's rely on God, that God is able to provide. God is able to do exceedingly and abundantly above for us. So let's just continue to pray to God. Let's continue to remain faithful to him until eventually he makes this word happen. You'll eventually see that he will make that happen for you. So don't give up on the process, because he is a God of process. He's a God of process. And in the process, a lot of times the process is not in vain, because a lot of things that we learn it from the process, especially when it comes to our character, or like sometimes God needs to posture our heart in the right position before he gives us something. So don't ignore the work that he's doing in the process. Yes, it takes time. Yes, sometimes it's hard. Yes, some days are hard. But don't ignore the work that God is doing, because it's changing your heart posture a lot of times. Like it's giving you a lot of times, like it's giving us humility through the process. It's giving us this process. A lot of times the process help us have more faith in him. A lot of times he knows that if he give us that thing now, we're probably gonna forget about him. We're probably gonna idolize it. We're gonna put it first above him. Like sometimes the process is necessary for us to go through, but sometimes like it's God. Like sometimes it's just doing something. He knows what he's doing. It's God. Just like Proverbs 3:5-6 says, try not to lean on our understanding, but lean to him. Let's surrender to him. Let's surrender that to him. Yes, we don't understand, but God, he knows what he's doing. His thoughts are not our thoughts, his ways are not our ways. So he knows what he's doing. Let's continue to cling to him, continue to seek his presence every single day. Let's continue to try to remain in the word. See things happen naturally. So yeah, so I just wanted to encourage you guys to not give up. God is faithful. He's Yeshua, is El Shaddai, is Almighty. He's faithful. If he said something, he's eventually gonna do it. So yeah, so I hope you guys like this video. Comment below your thoughts on the process. Like, how do you wait sometimes? What has been the biggest challenge for you in the process? Comment that below.